Hey everyone, I decided to do a quick video this morning with one of the projects that I'm working on today. We're going to switch the factory worn winch hook for a closed loop system from Factor 55. I've had these Factor 55 Flatlinks in the past. They're really nice because they switch from an open system to a closed system when you're winching, which makes it a lot safer, and I'll kind of highlight the benefits once we install this. It's a really simple device. Basically just uses this snap ring here to hold the pin in place. So you just remove the snap ring, you pull out the pin, you put the winch thimble through here, reinstall the pin and the snap ring, and you're good to go. Really simple to essentially do this. I've never done it like this before, but with the video rolling, but you basically just grab your snap ring pliers. It makes sense to get good ones. And you just pull the snap ring out just like that. Try not to lose it because you'll definitely need that later. Drop the pin out. So we'll take this to the front of the truck and then remove the worn factory winch hook, which comes with the winch. You know, it's pretty nice actually. It's not a bad one, but I just feel a lot safer with this system. And these actually don't use snap rings. It looks like it just uses a cotter pin, which should be fairly straightforward. Yeah, I don't even need pliers. Yeah, there you go. Wow, look how easy that was. So that just comes right out. Let's get a little slack going on the line. And look at that. That's how easy that was to remove. I literally just moved it slightly and it just fell right out. So the Factor 55 Flatlink uses a very, very straightforward system. This isn't, you don't have to splice or anything like that. You just attach it just like that. I mean, it really could not get any easier. Just check it to make sure that it's good. And then you'll see this little indentation or race in the Flatlink itself where the snap ring goes. So let's grab that. Again, you don't want to lose these because it would totally screw up your day. Do the same thing, just grab your snap ring with your pliers, squeeze, push it in. It can be if you don't get it just seated perfectly, it can be a little challenge to get your pliers back out, but I just take this and kind of push it down until you hear it click. Yep, just like that. So that's really all it takes to install this. When they say it installs in minutes, they really mean it. But you do want to just verify that it's fully seated in there so that it doesn't come out. And this is good to go. So if you're curious why we would do this type of a system versus that type of a system where it's a hook, I'll demonstrate with a bow shackle, a D-ring, whatever you want to call it. This is your tree saver, which you always want to use in pretty much every recovery, especially if you actually are attaching to a tree so you don't damage the bark and damage the tree itself. So in this type of a hook system, the worn, there's a couple issues I see here already. I've actually never used this particular hook because this winch is only about about a week old. First and foremost is that it's not super easy to even get these in here. So if you are going to be using the hook for recovery, see, that doesn't even close. You know, the hook's not large enough. Yeah, you could attach these loops from the tree saver into a shackle and then attach the shackle here, but now you've really complicated your rigging, and there's you know, just a decent chance you could have, potentially, depending on how this gets loaded during the recovery, you know, in theory this could pop open and it could slide out. I just don't really feel as safe with this type of a system. So what Factor 55 has done is, and others I'm sure, have just made this really nice. They've made this really nice system to safely, there we go, to safely take your tree saver and your D-shackle. So you wrap this around your tree or whatever you're recovering. Just stick it in here like that. You insert the Flatlink through here. Oops. Tighten it up. Of course, everyone always tell you, go tight, and then back it off a quarter turn so that the torque doesn't get it too tight to where you can't do it later. Now, when you're ready to do your winching, there's really almost no way that this could fail, other than the actual shackle itself, bending or breaking, which is pretty rare, especially if you have good gear. You could also use a soft shackle. I have a Bubba Rope soft shackle that would work for this too, but I'm just kind of used to this style, so this is what I go with. But when you just look at the risk and the safety, you've just dramatically made this a safer system, in my opinion. So that's really the reason why I do this. I like to choose orange sometimes for this kind of stuff just because it's easier to see when you're in the mud, when it's dirty, whatever. It's really nice to have something that stands out, high contrast. That's why the Max Tracks are orange. That's why the hitch link from Factor 55 is orange. It's just keeps it nice and consistent. And I believe the A or B recovery gloves that I was given from either a Cruise Moab or LCDC gift are also bright orange. So kind of keeps a consistent theme and makes your stuff stand out in the mud. Anyways, so I hope you got something out of this. Shoot me any questions if you want. I'll post this up on my build thread on mud, and hope all is well. Bye-bye.